guys, GameShine here. First off, I got a question for you. Which one of these is the real controller?
If you didn't see the difference, you don't have to get your eyes checked. These controllers are very similar to one another, but there are some differences that make the option to buy a fake controller a bit harder.
So recently I bought two controllers. One fake Xbox One controller and one real Xbox One controller. And when I received them, I have to tell you, I didn't know for sure which one was the real one and which one was the fake one. Because from the looks of the controllers you can't really tell.
First off, the fake one. Like the original Xbox One controller, it features a stealthy black design with key accents on the thumbsticks and buttons on the controller. What surprised me was that the build of the device was very sturdy. The heft is similar to the original and the layout really makes you wonder which one is real. What you can really tell is the finish of the controller. The A, B, X, Y buttons feel really loose, almost as if they are falling out when you shake the controller too heavily. The rumble makes a weird noise when activated, the micro USB port is a real tight fit, etc, etc. Granted, this was expected of a fake Xbox One controller, but overall I'm really surprised about the build quality and I'd say for sure that it's better than expected. With that said, let's take a look at the original and its key differences. First of all, you can feel that the heft of the controller is much more even compared to the fake one. The edges don't feel as sharp, the buttons don't move as much as on the fake, and the micro USB cable slides in nicely. What was strange to me was that the texture on the original controller thumbsticks were far less grippy than the ones on the fake controller. If I were to choose based on that feel of the thumbsticks, I'd go with the fake controller every day. As for gaming, it's not the same. I gave both controllers a spin with a combination of games on my gaming rig that you can check out here, but what surprised me a little was that the fake controller was recognized by Windows as a legitimate controller. I was not expecting this. Windows natively got the correct drivers and installed them for me to use the controller right away. Getting into gaming, the fake one falls short, by a lot. There seems to be some sort of input lag whenever I press a button and the key press is registered by the OS. This wasn't the case with the original, where it took my key press almost instantaneously. There's also a real noticeable dead zone on the thumbstick with the fake controller. When I measured the approximate dead zone, it was around 35%, compared to the 10% dead zone on the original. This makes the controller really inaccurate for most games that require fine precision movements. A little extra to the original was that it came with an audio jack. This is really useful for the people who want to game on the couch and don't want to disturb the person sitting next to you. All in all, I can't give you guys a definitive answer whether you should buy the fake or the original. If you're on a tight budget and you need a controller that feels and has the near performance like the original controller, you should opt for the fake one. However, the few extra bucks spent on the original controller will give you a much sturdier build and more functionality. But that doesn't mean that I dislike the fake controller, so I took it for a spin and compared it to another very familiar controller. So if you want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Aside from that wraps it up. This is GameShine and I'll catch you guys in the next one.